Hey YouTube, I'm back. Been gone for a minute, but I'm back. Some of y'all know I've been going through my spiritual journey. But I wanted to come back and share some of my experience this past year with y'all. I'm Spiritual Queen Bling, and I'm gonna do a little rap talk for y'all because I can't sing. And I was inspired to do this because when I was younger, I wanted to be in entertainment. Rap, dance, sing, didn't matter. I just wanted to be famous. And I was watching Netflix and I came across the title Rhythm and Flow. And for those of you who don't know, it's an aspiring rapper show. And as I was watching it, it brought back memories. I don't know why I did because I've been over being famous for a number of years. I feel like after they sign you, they completely change who you are. And if that was the case, I didn't want to be that type of star. I've always loved music. Music is my shit. I think it's, clever how people can tell a story with rhyming words and put a beat behind it. My son is a rapper. I know he gonna be tripping off me, but I told him his friends I can rhyme. They just didn't believe me. Now I know this don't compare to the shit that they do, but if you put a beat behind this, it'll sound good too. So I'm watching Netflix and these young people had to write their own rap and they did good. So I decided that I was going to try to write me a rap just to see if I could. So here we go. This talk is going to be about the things that we all go through. Well, I don't know if I say y'all, I go through it too. I started my journey in May of 2019 and at least that's when I realized everything wasn't what it seemed. I believe I was going through my journey before then, but back then I wasn't focused, so I couldn't comprehend. But in this past year, I have learned so much, and it's crazy because a year ago I wouldn't have gave a fuck. I find myself wondering how. I knew none of this shit back then, but it's common sense to me now. All these years we be like, I know what I want, I got this. But the truth is we really don't know shit. I didn't know anything about Kundalini or spiritual awakening. I was just living day to day like everybody else trying to make it. I thought that I was going to give me a man to love and he was going to love me. We was going to be in love, get married, have a family. You get a good job, raise your kids. They grow up and move out and that's the way it is. But being on this journey, I've learned that there's so much more to life than having a good job and having kids or being a husband or a wife. It's more than having a lot of money and material things. Because the truth is, I've learned the real wealth is in your genes, your DNA, your ancestors, and what's been passed down to you. And I'm not talking about from your mother because it's been passed down to her too. I'm talking about from your mother's mother. Mother's mother, and not stopping there, going even further. It's about going within, figuring out who you are, your purpose while you're here, being humble, learning, and teaching others to be aware. It's about knowing that all this entertainment and politics is just here to distract you, about opening up your eyes, taking a closer look, because a lot of this shit ain't true. Like this impeachment shit, some people glad, but you got a lot of people walking around here mad. This shit is designed to keep you down. Everybody know Trump a fucking clown. Trump ain't never gave a fuck about being president. He here to do a job. He is part of a bigger organization. He got his own clique, his own mob. And some of these rappers got y'all thinking that their life is so good, but a lot of them will trade places with us if they could. This world ain't all it's cracked up to be. And if you go within and pay attention, you will see. We were programmed to walk around in a daze and believe shit that's not true. That's why you need to go within and find the real you. I had to do it too. I had to believe in myself and learn how to trust that the goddess of all gods had my back. And for me, that's Mother Earth, the universe. I always say that in 2016 to 2018 was the worst years I ever had, but knowing what I know now, it really wasn't that bad. Besides the fact that I lost my mom, I felt like the world was against me In 2019, I had to start all over, but I had never felt so free. So you see, those 3 years was actually a blessing to me. First of all, it taught me that I was resilient and I can bounce back. Because losing everything you had is enough to take you out, and that's facts. It taught me how to appreciate life more, especially my family, the ones that I adore. Like my son, I told y'all he's an artist. His stage name is Lux God. And even though I tried to make life easy for him, I know it had to be hard. Growing up in the hood on these influential streets, but he never sold drugs and he graduated without missing a beat. He didn't want to go to college and I didn't force him to. I let him do what he wanted to. He wanted to fulfill his dream in music and I wanted that for him too. I also came to understand what some of his anger was about. It wasn't him. It was just him standing in his truth. It wasn't about him acting out. Another thing I've learned that I didn't know back then was that my son was a spiritual being. Yes. My girls, I call them Cap Key. And I laugh because they remind me a lot of me. Just as sweet as can be. Them girls don't play no games. They don't start no trouble, but you fuck with them and you watch they whole demeanor change. My oldest, Capria, she hard on the outside, but she's sweet within. But you gotta be tough growing up on these streets, and people don't know your true feelings. People don't see her the way I do. On a deeper level, I see her potential. She got goals and dreams just like everybody else do. And I know she will fulfill them because she's strong and she's very special. My youngest girl, Kiara, that's my baby girl. She blessed me and her dad when she came into this world. I thought about this really hard and I think I know a part of her purpose on earth. And I think for me, it's for her to unconsciously show people their worth. And I say this because she's helped me and so many others. Just recently, she was the reason the family got together. And even though she's our baby girl and she is grown, she don't need us on her back all the time. She can handle shit on her own. Because she's fearless and she's strong. They all grown now. All of them got their own cribs. I'm very proud of my son, and I'm proud of the way the girls raise their kids. What I've learned about my husband is that his feelings matter too. Because it's hard to please your wife, take care of the kids, and accommodate others too. I realize we put a lot of pressure on him too, and that we can't expect him to run to everybody's rescue. I want him to know that I love him so much and that I apologize if I haven't shown that enough. I know he's not going to watch this because he don't do social media stuff. Being on this spiritual journey has turned him into a different man. And I know he feel the same way about me because I was a handful, y'all. I ain't playing. He was a handful too. I just dealt his ass his cards back. But that's my boo and that's a fact. We basically back to the beginning when we first met. Stronger than ever, and oh my God, the sex. Spiritual sex is like something I can't explain. I mean, sex is still sex. It's just the feeling's not the same. Make a nigga go insane. Bling. Bling is just shine. Something that came to mind. Okay. I won't talk about sex life because I know my kids watch too. But I really don't give a fuck because I know they fucking too. But yeah, I just wanted to share my experience this past year. And tell y'all to dream big, be courageous, and have no fear. Figure out who you are and what you want your legacy to be. What you want to leave in your name. Then go out there with no shame and play this motherfucking game. This matrix is designed to fuck with your mind. So if you're not aware, now's the time. It's never too late to be great. Pay attention to your surroundings in this matrix. Don't be so nonchalant. Be aware, know who you are, and stop acting like who you not. Give in. Trust the process. Let the universe guide you on your path. And yes, you're going to get some haters, but don't get mad. Just laugh. Don't even trip, because 9 times out of 10, these haters ain't shit. And when you sitting back enjoying your riches, fuck all these haters and bling on them bitches. Okay. 2020, baby. Love y'all. Holla.